Hi everyone, this is Karina Eskandari with the Eskandari Real Estate Team, and today we are shooting our next episode of Have You Met Your Neighbor? And today I am talking to Vivian, the owner and founder of Smile Speech Therapy Clinic. Vivian, I'm so excited to be here, so thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me, Karina. Welcome.
Thank you. Now, how long have you been at this location?
I've been at this location about 9 years. So pretty much after I have 3 boys.
Wow.
So each mat leave, I kind of had a project, except the first one, right? Because the first one's always,
you're like home.
That's you're like, you don't know what you're doing the first
yeah.
one. So first one, just kind of like, dealt with being a new mom. I was a speech language pathologist at that time as well, but I was working for the government system, like the free preschool speech and language system. Second mat leave, I did sewing.
Oh, totally different. Love it.
I was like sewing kids' clothes and selling them on Etsy, which I don't do anymore. So third mat leave was when I started my private practice. So about 9, he's 9 now, so about 8, 9, 10 years ago.
That's
so it's
amazing.
been a while.
It's been a while. And you've been here for about 8, 9 years. How many staff members do you have?
Right now we have a team of about 7 speech language pathologists and also assistants. Honestly, they're almost all moms.
I love that.
We work with kids, so working with kids, like knowing what a parent is looking for, how to connect with parents as well as their children. So I just love having moms on my team. They're so experienced, they're so loving and caring, and we like to treat our clients like they're our kids.
That's so nice to hear, and I absolutely love that. Now, I've never gone through speech therapy.
Yeah.
What would it entail? Like if I'm bringing my kid here or I have to take speech therapy, I'm guessing some adults do as well.
Yeah.
How does the session usually go?
So usually we start off with an assessment. So let's say a parent is concerned that their child's not talking as much, which is what we hear a lot of, like, oh, my child's 18 months, they're not talking very much. Or we have parents talking about, like, my child is not speaking clearly, or
right.
They're stuttering. So there's a few areas that we deal with or we work with. So we always start with an assessment. So an assessment so that we can see what the concerns are, what are the skills and the strengths, and at the end of that appointment, then we'll talk about, is therapy recommended? What are some things that you can do right away to help your child?
Now, I'm just curious. What is the most difficult thing to correct? A lisp, a stutter, or just not speaking? What's the hardest? I'm sure I'm missing some other things, but what's the most difficult from a therapist's point of view?
Right. So I would say from a therapist and a mom's point of view, because my own children, just because I'm a speech therapist doesn't mean my kids are talking perfectly. So I think trying to say ours correctly are one of the hardest things. And we do see a lot of older kids, as you said, for lists. So maybe saying instead of S or crispy S.
So I know you had an exercise for me. So let's say I had a lisp and maybe one of our viewers, their kids have a lisp. What's an exercise that they can do or you recommend?
Yeah, so as I was saying, there's actually a couple kinds of lisps, but the most, I would say, popular one we come across is called the interdental lisp. So basically you're sticking your tongue out between your teeth. So instead of going where you can't see your tongue, like I can't see your tongue at all, right? They're going, so it sounds like a TH. So one really simple way we try to teach kids, like we got lots of visuals, is to teach them how to make a long T sound. So Karina, I will show you how to do it as if you were a 5-year-old.
All right.
Okay. So
if you guys can't see, there's a slide here and okay, they got it.
Yeah, you got it? Actually, this slide is nicer because it says the magic slide, how we're gonna turn our T's into the perfect S. Okay, so Karina, I will treat you like a 5-year-old.
Love it.
So Karina, we are gonna try to make our S's really crispy. So we don't want our tongue sticking out between our teeth. We're gonna hide it behind our teeth. So what I want you to do is we're gonna say our T sound like this and go up the slide. So I'm gonna do it first, and then I'll have you do it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now hold it nice and slow and long. And it sounds like a really good S.
It naturally turns into an S.
Yeah, it does. So are you ready to try it?
I'm ready to try it.
Okay, so just follow my finger, do your T. When you get up there, do it nice and long and slow. Okay. Here we go. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good job.
I don't have a list, but I started out.
You didn't mess it up.
I failed.
It's great. If you listen to it, you'll be like, oh,
but I see what, yeah, it turned into an S.
Yeah.
Well, also I wanted to ask you, Viv, you know, you and I have known each other for a little while and we met from the community.
Yeah.
So I do this basically trying to promote businesses and local business owners who live in West Lansing. And how long have you been in West Lansing?
I've been in West Lansing a little bit before COVID, so about 4 or 5 years. We love it. So
good.
Yes, I would love to talk about West Lansing. We love being there.
That's nice. And what would you say is like your favorite thing about living in West Lansing? Mine, for example, because I have 2 little kids, is the fact that there's so many parks nearby.
Yeah.
And that would be like my favorite thing. What would you say is yours?
Honestly, I don't want to copy your answer.
But that's a huge one. Yeah.
But it kind of always comes back to kids for me because I do have 3 boys. So it is feeling safe and having that environment where I'm like, oh, go ride your bike outside, go to your friend's house. And I feel it's such a safe and beautiful neighborhood for them to do that. And that at the same time, you can literally go on young. We love to eat, of course.
Right.
And so many different kinds of food. So it's like city and then
this hidden pocket, exactly, with mature trees and nature. And then you walk a kilometer and you're on Yonge Street.
It's like a secret. Like, don't tell anybody about West
Lansing.
Lansing.
That's what everyone says. It's like a little secret place.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, there's so many things, but it's like so gorgeous in the fall, like with the leaves.
And the ravine in the back.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, all those things.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This was amazing. And for all of you that are looking for speech therapy solutions for yourself, for your children, make sure you check out Vivian, the owner of Smile Speech Therapy Clinic. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Karina. And I hope your S's will be
amazing.
Thank you.
Guys, if you're looking to get in touch with Vivian and use her services, make sure you reach out to her. And Vivian, how can people do that?
The easiest way to reach me is to find my website. So I'm Smile Speech Therapy, and you just look up smilespeech.ca. We're also on Instagram, and there's a lot of fun and useful tips on there as well.